eyebrows. I have a video on them. Go watch it if you want. I finally managed to figure out how to do a neon eye P. Louise Base on the lids. I'm using the Suva Beauty Hydra liners. The neon eye, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. It's far from perfect. But I blended them as much as I was comfortable with and as much as I enjoyed. The Nyx Off Tropic Palette, by the way, is what I'm using for the non-neon colors, but neon was very hard to achieve, and there was many steps going back and forth to doing it. There was many steps going back and forth while I did it. But I do really like the look. It was just a lot of work because I wanted them blended. The yellow on the inner corner and the orange on the lid didn't really blend. But I got to a point where I was like, that's a look. I'ma fuck with this. I'ma keep it going and make it look like that's what a bitch had intended to do. So that's what a bitch had intended to do. So here I'm using the neon yellow Suva Beauty Hydra liner. I really do enjoy these. I've never used these all over my eye before. Usually they're just a liner or in my waterline. But they were really tightening on the lid. They were very, like you could really feel that something was there. It felt like you put a lot of glitter glue on. And I'm not extremely satisfied with wearing them all over the lid. I don't think I would do it again unless I was going for a neon look like this and I had a specific reason. So I did the orange, and then I was blending them, patting them, you know, just going back and forth continuously. I would take the yellow from Stargazer, the neon yellow as well, and I put that over the neon yellow. What I did was I took the color coordinating Stargazer neon pigment. I'd put the yellow over the yellow, the orange over the orange, etc. I wanted to make sure that I was really anchoring down that neon and there wasn't going to be any shallow spots. I wanted to make sure that it was all neon, if that makes any sense at all. And once again, this is far from perfect. I never claimed to be perfect. I'm a messy bitch. Anyone who was my client when I worked full-time as a hairstylist and makeup artist can attest. I am the messiest hairstylist and makeup artist. It always used to get on me. Bleach. I have so many pairs of pants with bleach on the butt. Don't ask me how I got lightener marks on my butt, but that's not my prob. It's whoever's prob is looking at my butt. So, sorry. But anyway, I wanted to make this video a bit longer too because my get ready with me's have been really short. And I found that making it a bit longer kept my mind off things for a bit. So I liked that. The pink and the orange blended really well together. I want to do a look focused on those on the lid and then an orange in the crease. I think that would be gorgeous. But these colors are pretty flawless. Honestly, like, I really do like them. I think neon on the eye is hella bomb. It just depends on how much work you really want to put into it. Mine wasn't perfect, and I still put a lot of work into it. Going back and forth and back and forth. So, take it with a grain of salt. As you can see, I'm still going back into the yellow. I think I got it in my eye there. I hate that. I have pretty sensitive eyes, so As soon as something gets in them, I need it out like right away. That yellow is so pretty. I want to do an all yellow look too, an all monochromatic yellow look. I think I'm going to do every color, monochromatic every color. I think that would be really dope. And then I'm doing purple on the outer just to tie it all together. And what I mean by monochromatic every look, by the way, I mean like a monochromatic brown look, a monochromatic black look. I think I would like to do that. So stay tuned for that series. I'm sure that'll be coming up in the future. So these were very hard to put liquid eyeliner over. I thought it was kind of bizarre that they kind of flaked off, actually. But it didn't matter because it didn't flake off in a big chunk. So I was able to just flake it off with my liquid eyeliner and move on, if that makes sense. With this, I find that the eyeliner and the lashes really did pull it together. I'm a fan of having good makeup without eyeliner and lashes, because that's when you know the look is really good. However, for me, this needed liner and lash. I ended up getting this everywhere again. So I think I'm going to detox from neons for a bit. But the neon yellow, bitch, it was all over my motherfucking nose, my mirror. It's all over my bedding again. I just did the wash from my last neon video, my bedding. And then a bitch had to go do a motherfucking neon look again. So honestly, I'm just about to motherfucking sleep in the neon shit. I don't care. It'll be all over my PJs and look like I went to a color splash rave. Okay, so I just did the Nyx Oil Primer. You know, I always forget to put on primer, so I have to do it after I do my concealer. I'm not too big on using a lot of primers. I just like to have the oil primer because my skin is dry. But it's been pretty good lately because I have been moisturizing it extensively. So I'm just blending out the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. Just put on the concealer. I really do like the foundation though. I think it gives a nice coverage. So here I'm using Ben Nye's Clown White. This is legitimate clown makeup. It is the white cream, the clown, like that some clowns use. I used to use this a lot a couple of years ago maybe. And I used it under my eyes and I used it in the middle of the forehead. I really like it. And then I'm doing a Shivering White Studio Fix. Just the usual, just using that as my matte highlight. Setting with Coty Airspun. And then I wanted to show you guys a trick that I use to make sure that everything is set. I'm not a fan of having tacky foundation because it gets on my clothes, my hair gets stuck in it. It really is uncomfortable for me. So what I do is I run my hand over my face like this. And any part that I feel that's tacky, I just go ahead and I set with more powder. So that's what I like to do. Although I have dry skin, I still like to make sure my shit is set. That's why I use the oil primer to make sure that I don't get dry patches. Then I'm using the Saharan Blush Volume 1. I'm using the orange color. I wanted to, I was going to put on a lot of blush for this, but I decided against it because I'm doing a nude lip, but I'm doing a pretty bold nude lip. Like it's, remember in like 2008 where all the rage was to completely nude your lips? So you would completely blank out your lips. If you were my skin tone, you would use a light beige. If you were, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like you use your skin tone as your lip color, so it would like nude it out and you'd look like a zombie almost. I used to live for that trend. Butter bronzer. I should have waited for my setting spray to set or to dry before I used my bronzer, but fuck it. And then I'm adding the green Suva Beauty under my eye. And then I'm doing purple on the outer and then blue on the waterline, because I thought that was a nice combination. And I wanted to be, you know, really extra. I get joy out of doing really dramatic looks, and they're not perfect because I'm not a perfect person and I don't strive for perfection. Then I'm just lining my lips. Honestly, I chuck it on. I don't even really give a fuck. And then I'm using, I think it's Nude Beach by Jeffree Star, but I'll put it in the description.
Give me your money. You heard me? Did you think I was playing? Are you taking it from your pocket, but it's up in my hand? I'm not a gold digger. I'm not a pro. If there's a stuff that you be got, then I'ma show get you. I know your own dance. I know your song ran. And when you just sitting at them dollars, I'm gonna be there. I'm not a dumb dumb who just having fun. So you got money in your pocket and I want some. You wanna kick it? So why you with it? My pocket's broken and broke, so can you fix it? Trick, bitch, I'm pimping. You know what? Say I'm fucking pimping.
Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye.